Whoever invented paperwork should be shot. Elijah doesn't even look up from his own stack of handwritten reports. He's never used a computer in his life. Jason nods, but more out of politeness than anything else. Oh, what time is it? The clock on the wall isn't much help. It's been broken since we were assigned to this office, and probably long before that. Seriously, I don't think I've gotten off work before 9 for the last week. I mean, who calls in an assignment at 8 p.m.? Like, guys, I know it was an emergency and all, but could you schedule it earlier next time?
Then go home.
Oh, and give King a chance to yell at me tomorrow? He doesn't answer. He keeps looking at Jason. This is the 6th time he's done it in the last half hour. Elijah normally doesn't care that much about new recruits or, anybody, really. But trying to figure out the twisted psychology of his mind is annoying at the best of times. Jason's past might be a bit of a mystery, but at least he's easy to figure out. Wait, why the hell is he writing by hand? You can use a computer.
What?
You don't have to follow the example of John Hancock over there. Computers have been invented.
Oh, yeah.
Something about his reaction isn't right. You know how to use a computer, right?
Well...
Well, what?
I never got round to it.
Are you hearing this?
I'm really trying not to.
Okay, but you have a cell phone, right? I rifle through my memory trying to think of a time I'd seen him using one, but I can't think of one. But then I don't pay much attention to him, so that doesn't mean much.
No.
Wait, let me guess. You haven't gotten around to that either? Do you like being technologically illiterate?
Hey, I'm not completely out of touch.
He pulls a pager out of his pocket.
See? I do know some things.
Yes, you've graduated from the 1880s to the 1980s. Well done.
People still use pagers.
Not anyone with a pulse. Okay, I can't let this stand. It's bad enough Elijah thinks a computer will eat his soul or some shit. I'm not going to work with someone who thinks flip phones are newfangled technology.
What's a flip phone?
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm joking.
I thought you wanted to go home.
No. This is more important than sleep. We can say we didn't hear it.
Technomancy office. Yeah? Really? Yeah, we'll be right there. You have a new mission with an old friend. Have fun, you two.
The ERDD, or Extraterrestrial Relations and Defense Division, is not the most respected department. Most people tend to associate them with the UFO hunters in movies, even though most of those people also know that aliens are very real. But let it never be said that the ERDD doesn't have a sense of humor. Littered around the office, mixed in with actual pictures of real-life aliens, are drawings of little green men, facehuggers, Vulcans, and almost every other fictional alien you can name. There are also more than a few tinfoil hats. One of them is on the head of the man who comes forward to greet us.
Just the people I wanted to see. And Allie, you've grown so much.
I really haven't.
Maybe it just seems that way because you haven't stopped by in so long.
Oh, you should know by now that guilt trips get nowhere with me.
You can't blame me for trying.
I'm sensing some history here.
Samuel Engler at your service, extraterrestrial enthusiast and a special advisor with the ERDD. And Allie's godfather. Did she never tell you?
It's not relevant. Oh, he points to a crudely drawn alien on the wall.
She drew that for me when she was 7 years old.
Still not relevant.
Aw, it's so cute. I can't imagine baby Allie.
I will murder you.
She wasn't that different. Still headstrong, still the smartest person in the room. I remember her telling a bunch of physicists 3 times her age that they were wrong about string theory. How old were you? 13?
It really couldn't matter less.
Wait, you worked here as a kid?
Yep, it was a case of good old-fashioned nepotism. Are ya happy now?
I'll save my questions for later.
Can't wait. Right. Now that you've been down memory lane, what have you got for us? I swear to God, if it's another couple of kids pulling some stunt on a dare.
No. I think you'll like this.
He leads us into the next room. It's a viewing area with a large window overlooking their hangar bay warehouse. And, oh my god, is that a Vatori ship?
Yep.
But they haven't been to this corner of the galaxy since...
1955! Yeah, it's incredible!
Can someone let me in on this conversation, please?
The Vatori don't come to Earth a lot. Mostly on account of the fact that they think we're all backwards animals. I mean, they like some humans. They were always pretty fond of Shakespeare and Iggy Pop.
It doesn't matter. What's crazy is that one of them, and a military officer no less by the looks of the ship, is here. I have to meet them.
Since when are you so keen on making friends?
Ooh, since those friends could give us valuable technology. They weren't exactly in a sharing mood last time they were in this neck of the woods.
I think they only ended up giving us some government propaganda and a few legal documents. And I'm pretty sure that was just a passive-aggressive way of calling us lawless barbarians.
Let's hope their current peril puts them in a more generous mood.
Exactly why I gave you a call. Now, right this way.
He leads us through the warehouse doors. On the other side, drifting in a grayish haze in front of the ship, is our guest.
This is Special Agent Allie Watts and Jason Phoenix.
The haze coalesces into a vaguely human-shaped being.
And this is Perdita.
More humans. Wonderful.
I'm a bit more exceptional than your average human.
In what way?
In many ways.
Jason, stop harassing the alien.
He has yet to tell me how he is exceptional.
Oh, don't hold your breath for that. I don't think you came here to study Jason.
I was not supposed to come here at all. I was sent here on orders to survey your solar system, and as soon as I can repair my ship, I will be leaving.
Already? But I've been waiting to work with a member of your species for ages.
And now you must wait longer.
She turns, expanding into mist as she does, and disappears into the ship.
This is what I was hoping you could help with.
You need diplomacy help, and you called us.
I tune out their conversation. The ship is incredible. The technology must be decades, maybe a century ahead of us. But she's definitely seen better days. Smoke streams from the engines. Pretty sure that's not ideal. And dark streaks across the hull. Almost like it's been shot at. Diplomacy is not what you need. This thing's not going anywhere. Let's check out the inside. I blink, adjusting to the dim light, and... Shit! Sparks shoot out of an exposed conduit! Our new friend drifts toward me. I hope someone's coming to pick you up, because with your ship in this state, you couldn't make it to Cincinnati, let alone the other side of the galaxy.
On what basis does an Earthling make such a speculation on the status of my ship?
Not much, but I do know that smoke and sparks are a bad sign. I rest my case.
They won't come.
What?
In my planet's military force, the rank I possess is that of a level 3 officer.
Is that like a captain or something?
I do not know the equivalent position in your primitive ranking system, but it is a position of great responsibility and expectation. If I cannot escape this planet on my own, I do not deserve my rank, much less the resources they would waste saving me.
Okay then, sounds like a nice place you come from. So what's your plan?
Simple. Wait here for 762 Earth years until your species reaches the bare minimum in intergalactic travel to provide me with the resources I need to repair my ship.
You could do that, or I could fix it.
Is your species hard of hearing, or do you lack the ability to comprehend that what you are proposing is currently impossible?
We've gotten pretty far by not understanding what's impossible, so might as well give it a go. So, how do we turn this thing on?
May I assume that you know how the ship is powered?
Sure, fusion. We figured that much out ourselves.
Then you will know why I shut the power systems off when it became clear that landing on your planet would be unavoidable.
Yeah, you could have set off some kind of reaction. The ship probably wouldn't have survived it.
Yes.
And?
The systems that allow the fusion reactor to come back online safely were destroyed in the crash.
And you can't repair them. Why?
I am a command officer, not an engineer.
So what you're saying is we have a ship that we can't even turn on because the spark plug's broken?
I am not aware of that system.
It's an Earth thing.
Well then, if you want to repair the ship, you will have to fix this spark plug yourself.
Okay, you know how in movies it's always just assumed that human tech would be perfectly compatible with alien spaceships? Movie scientists are always like, hey, let's give the aliens a computer virus. That'll beat them. And they never stop to consider that human-made viruses might not do anything to alien ships. They also don't seem worried about how they're going to get the virus to the aliens in the first place. Like, most aliens I know don't have USB ports or email addresses. And currently, I'm not sure Perdita's ship even follows the laws of physics as we know them. Just turning this thing on is a pain in the ass because apparently our advanced alien friends have never thought of spare batteries, and our guest is proving to be less than helpful. I scribble a few calculations down and nope, that's not right. Ugh, shit, now I've torn through the paper. Jesus fucking Christ!
Permission to enter the bridge?
Permission granted, but this better be good.
How's it coming?
The ship's power supply is drained and I can't get it to turn on. In other words, great. How are you doing?
Well, I've been doing some research.
Oh, why?
Well, aliens are cool. And I like reading about history. Alien history is just as interesting as any of ours.
Sure.
Look, Elijah has his magic, you have your technobabble. And I figured, since I'm on the team more or less permanently, I need something to contribute.
Other than your delightful personality?
You say that like it isn't true.
Oh, fine. I accept your premise. What does it have to do with me?
I learned some stuff about our guest. Is she around?
No, she went on some rant about how primitive humans are and vanished.
Oh, good. Take a look at this. This is a diagram of one of the few Vatori ships we've been able to catalog. They're scout ships. One came to Earth back in 1955 to see how far our civilization had technologically progressed.
Yeah, and they weren't impressed.
Yeah. So what is another scout ship doing here? You think Perdita's supposed to be some kind of diplomat?
What are you getting at? Maybe she got lost.
What? And her crewmates just vanished. This ship takes at least 4 to run it. Honestly, it's no wonder she crashed. I'm just shocked she made it this far.
Get to the point, Wishbone.
I don't know, but her story's not adding up.
I may not be a diplomat, but accusing our guest of lying seems like a bad idea, even to me. Okay.
Okay? Okay, what?
I'll figure out why she's really here. It's a while before the alleged liar in question makes a reappearance. Just as I'm beginning to think she's gone for good, a familiar cloud drifts through the wall and materializes in front of me.
I see you have accomplished nothing.
Hey, at least I've been trying, but it's a bit difficult when the only sentient being who knows anything about the ship decides to abandon me. She stares at me, unimpressed. Or maybe just bored? It's hard to read expressions on barely solid faces. Where have you been, by the way?
That is none of your concern.
Okay, then it'll be none of your concern when I fix the ship.
Is that a threat?
If that's what makes you talk.
Since it is unlikely that you will repair my ship, it is not a very effective one.
Do you even want to go home?
Yes.
Look, I'm no expert, but you'd think someone who wanted to leave would be trying a little harder, not waiting for a plan to fall into their lap.
That is an astute observation.
Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment.
Even a fool's right on occasion.
Oh, now you ruined it.
I've already told you everything I can.
Yeah, but your story doesn't make any sense. Where's the rest of your crew?
Why do you think there was ever anyone else?
Because I'm not stupid. You didn't come here all alone, and you've been lying to us this entire time.
I believed that was simply the custom on your planet.
Oh, whoa. Let me get this straight. Now you're accusing me of lying?
When the alternative is to believe that you are attempting to repair my ship out of selfless generosity? Yes.
What could I possibly hope to get from this? I don't think you guys give out Best Backwards Barbarian of the Year awards.
Do not pretend to be less intelligent than you already are. You obviously hope to obtain our weaponry, medicine, and machinery capable of intergalactic travel if you help me.
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
Well, if that's my plan, it's a dumbass one. I don't even know if you have the technology that would be worth anything.
Now you are simply being childish.
Really? For a supposedly advanced race, you haven't done much to prove it.
I know what you are attempting to do. You think that if you can irritate me, I will lose my self-control and reveal something of interest. That plan will not be successful.
I don't know about that. Even tight-ass aliens with sticks up their butts are bound to blow up if you annoy them enough.
Your use of language is inaccurate and haphazard, even for your species.
Yes, but on the upside, it just might have given me an idea.
And what would that be?
You said the systems to bring the fusion reactor online safely were destroyed.
Yes.
But fusion reactors are a self-propagating system, meaning once you get it going, it keeps going.
I am glad you are aware of the basic concept.
Here I'd been looking for some complicated alien solution to a problem, but the answer's been right in front of me the whole time. You know what nuclear fission is?
Yes, though I am not sure why it is relevant.
It's where you split an atom, right? And generate a shit ton of energy in the process, but it's messy and dangerous, and it hasn't had the best PR campaign. We've been trying to figure out fusion reactors for decades, and you know why we can never get one to work?
I am assuming it is the amount of energy necessary to start the process.
You'd think that, but no, we can mostly do that. But our ways of doing that usually involve a fair bit of fireworks. She looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm talking about a bomb. If we set one of our biggest ones off, it should be enough energy to get the reaction going. None of our stuff can contain the explosion. But I think this ship can.
You want to start the process manually and rely on the ship's safety systems to contain the reaction?
Can they do it?
I believe so.
Yes, let's try it. She nods briskly and turns to get to work. After you tell me what you're doing here.
Is that a threat?
Like I said, if that's what it takes to get you talking. She looks away for a moment. I wonder if she's planning something.
Some time ago, I was assigned my first command. It was a brief mission. We were to chart an asteroid field.
Oh, nice story. Doesn't answer my question.
The ship began malfunctioning. My chief engineer advised us to return to the fleet for repairs. But I wanted to finish the mission.
Perfectly reasonable bad decision.
The life support failed. I ordered an evacuation. But we never found all the escape pods.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eventually, the search was called off, and I was reassigned. But I could not give up.
So you stole a ship.
Borrowed?
Right, borrowed a ship to find them. They can't still be alive.
No, that would be impossible.
So why risk it?
Because they cannot truly be at peace until they have been returned to Vator. You wish to know the truth? There it is.
Okay. I turn back to the control panel. It's not going to be a pretty repair job, but we'll make it work. All right, now I got to get someone here to give you a jump. Negative to negative, positive to ground, right? And before she has time to ask what the hell I'm talking about, I'm already out the door. Just a few hours later, we're back in the ship watching as a couple of guys install a hydrogen bomb in the reactor. Nice thing about working for the ERDD, they have all kinds of cool shit.
What exactly does your race use these devices for normally?
In theory, a deterrent against other countries dropping one on us.
The state certainly made the correct decision in not opening negotiations with your planet.
Nah, we're great once you take the time to get to know us. I switch on the mic to talk to the installation guys who are just finishing up.
Thanks, guys. Now get out of there. This is going to be a good show.
I hope you are right about the systems holding.
Hey, too late to get cold feet now. I take out the detonator for the bomb and gingerly place it on the console in front of me. Oh, here we go. I flip the switch. Its lights flash as it counts down. 3, 2, 1. I was not expecting that much of a reaction. I almost fall out of my chair. Perdita dissipates into steam, filling the entire room and making it look like some kind of sauna. Maybe it's some kind of survival strategy. Then, the ship stops rocking and the lights on the console turn on. Holy shit, we did it! Perdita rematerializes next to me.
Yes, thank you for stating the obvious. Activate control systems. Code Alpha 4561.
Not gonna lie, I was a little afraid we were gonna get blown up back there. I know I looked calm, but
We have to go.
What?
Now!
She somehow pushes me from the room. We run for the hangar door of the warehouse. I don't get it. The containment system worked. This shouldn't have happened.
Obviously, you were wrong.
And that is how you set up your phone. Now you just gotta put in your thumbprint. Jason looks at the phone like I'm handing him a bomb.
Why does it need my thumbprint?
So the only person who can get into your phone is you? And me. And anyone else decent at hacking.
What happens if I lose my thumb?
The only way you're losing your thumb is if I decide I need it for an experiment.
Right. Why am I doing this again?
Joining the rest of us in the 21st century isn't enough? You'll have the internet at your fingertips, all the nerdy stuff you'll ever want.
Without that nerdy stuff, you'd still think Perdita was on a scouting mission.
Just scan your thumb. After you do that, we can get to the fun stuff.
What's the fun stuff?
Apps, games, social media, all the fun ways to waste your time.
I don't like it.
Of course you wouldn't. You've never had fun in your life.
Not that. The explosion. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, the ship was a disaster. Maybe the computer glitched and some emergency self-destruct got triggered. Jason, do you think you're more of a Twitter or an Instagram guy?
Maybe.
You think what? Perdita blew up her own ship while she was on it?
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay, I know you don't like people, but this is a whole new level of paranoid.
Where is she now?
She was pretty pissed. She went to let off some steam.
Good, because that girl is nothing but steam.
Good one.
And you believe her.
No reason not to.
Except for the fact that she lied about why she's here.
Okay, since when have you been so interested in aliens?
Since they had the ability to threaten Earth, which, by the way, I happen to live on.
Yeah, the alien who needed a jumpstart from some primitive humans is a threat. I'm trembling with fear.
Fine, you want to help her. So why are you here helping Jason set up his iPhone instead of doing something?
There is nothing to do. Sure, I could drive myself crazy trying to figure out if I did something wrong or if the ship just spontaneously exploded. I could pore over the shitty schematics we managed to get off the thing before it blew up and get nothing done and slowly go insane. Or I can help Jason with his iPhone. I choose that. I think we'll do Twitter. Instagram sucks because everyone's always showing off their amazing trips to, Hawaii. And you're like, yeah, I spent the summer doing an internship at Area 51, but the likes aren't exactly worth life in jail on a tree's in charge. It hits me. The answer has been staring me in the face this entire time.
Which one's Twitter again?
Holy shit.
That doesn't exactly clear it up.
No, shut up. I figured it out.
You figured out how to fix the ship?
Even better. I pull out my own phone and swipe through my contacts. So, don't know if you caught this, but that Area 51 example earlier was inspired by real-life events.
I'd assume that.
And there's a couple people there who seriously owe me.
You think they'll just give you a ship?
I think it's because of me that they can even turn any of them on.
Hold up. What ship?
Area 51 has a small fleet of alien ships.
Really?
It's true.
Huh. Where'd we get them?
Stupid kids.
It's popular with alien youth to dare each other to fly around the Earth without getting caught.
And I'm guessing it doesn't work.
They get caught. Almost every time.
And we confiscate their ships and send them home with a slap on the wrist.
Should be more than a slap on the wrist if you ask me.
Hey, if I could annoy the hell out of an alien planet's government, I would too. But the point of this story is that we have a ton of alien ships just sitting in a hangar bay at Area 51. I mean, most of them suck, but I bet I could rig one to get to Vator. I finally find the contact I'm looking for and hit call. Hey, Dr. Palmer, long time no see. Yeah, we'll catch up later. Right now, you owe me a favor. The new ship is nothing special to look at. It's basically the alien spaceship equivalent of a 95 Toyota Camry. Old as shit, but reliable as hell.
I believe my grandmother once had a similar craft.
Has she taken any crazy dares recently?
I'm sorry?
Don't worry about it. It does need some work. She's a bit of a gas guzzler, and there aren't many Exxon Mobils between here and Vator. It's an Earth thing.
You have the strangest way of communicating.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
May I ask a question?
Ha! You just did!
I'm indicating that my next question might be taken as rude. Isn't that how it's done?
Sure. I've never really bothered with it.
Your language's insistence on playing elaborate verbal strategies in order to appear polite is infuriating.
Well, you're off to a real good start on that rude thing.
Do your superiors approve of your verbal tactics?
Was that your question?
No, merely an observation.
Very astute of you. No, they don't approve. What was your question?
Is this one of your normal duties?
Oh, no. Usually, aliens are only rude to me on my off time.
Are you being purposefully obtuse, or are you really as stupid as the rest of your planet?
You know, at some point, I'd reconsider the strategy of calling the person who's saving your ass stupid.
That is exactly what I mean. Is it one of your normal duties to save asses?
Not the way I'd put it, but looks like I'm updating my resume tonight. The joke doesn't land. It's not an official job, but you know, tinkering with alien ships is fun. You still think I'm trying to bribe your government to give us technology?
If you are, that strategy will not be successful.
You've really given up on the whole being polite thing, haven't you? It was a nice attempt.
I am simply trying to manage your expectations.
Great. They're managed. You happy now?
And you are still inclined to help me?
Really makes you want to rethink calling us barbarians, doesn't it?
Perhaps that judgment was premature.
Ooh, tell your government that.
I don't believe that my testimony alone will change their decision.
Probably not, especially after borrowing one of their ships.
Yes, but I am grateful.
Whoa, I almost don't recognize you when you're being nice.
You really are incapable of taking anything seriously, aren't you?
And she's back. You know, I think I like you better when you're an asshole.
If I am reading your tone of voice correctly, that almost sounded like a compliment.
You have a lot of work to do when it comes to reading tone. Headway on the repair job is slow, but steady. I think I'm well on my way to becoming Earth's expert on not just the Vatori's tech, but on their social customs. That is, if Perdita is actually a good representation of her species.
What is the purpose of that device?
Mostly just to annoy me. The sender and his message does nothing but piss me off even more. It's from King, delivered with his normal absence of flair. Important news. Come to my office right away. Signed, Jackass.
I will assume you made that last edition?
Yeah, but it'd be a more accurate way for him to sign off. I gotta go, or he'll come down here and tear me a new one. If I'm not back in half an hour, call and, say the ship blew up again. By the time I get to King's office, my annoyance has dialed up to something more like anger. Look, King, I know you're an idiot, but even you should know that interrupting me means that nothing gets done.
Dr. Watts, sit down.
No thanks. I notice Elijah's also there. I direct my question at him. What's this about?
Your new Vatori friend.
What about her?
We just received this from the Vatori government. To the planet designated Earth, it has come to our attention that you are harboring the fugitive and former agent of the Vatori state, Perdita, who is wanted on counts of treason against the state. Given that an assassination attempt conducted by our agents has failed to neutralize the threat, you are hereby ordered to detain the fugitive until such a time when Vatori agents can apprehend her. To provide further incentive to cooperate, the Vatori state is willing to compensate the Earth government with certain technological information. However, the quantity and nature of this information is non-negotiable. Agents will arrive within 1 Earth day to apprehend the fugitive. I'm assuming you understand what this means.
She was just trying to recover the bodies of her crewmates.
Apparently, against orders.
You can't go along with this.
It's been decided that we can. And we will.
But
this decision has come from the top. It's done. So, you can apprehend our guest, or Elijah here can do it for you.
Elijah doesn't know shit about dealing with aliens. I'll take care of it.
Good.
Elijah falls into step beside me. Coming to brag about being right?
I'm not here to brag.
Yeah, 'cause you thought she was bad news, and of course, in your infinite wisdom, you turn out to be right.
You're getting what you wanted.
If you believe they're going to keep that promise, you're even dumber than you look.
So we don't get anything out of it. It's better than the alternative.
You go head to head with demons all the time, and you're telling me you're scared of pissing off some aliens?
I'm worried that someday those aliens might graduate from looking down on humans to trying to conquer them.
So we're sending her back.
I don't make those decisions.
But you sure don't care one way or the other.
I don't know what gave you the impression that I wasn't on your side. So, you can keep yelling at me or you can deal with this.
Huh. He sent you along to keep me honest?
Not sure what good it'll do. If I don't use computers, I sure as hell can't figure out whatever contraption you're gonna use to trap her.
In that case, it seems like a waste for you to tag along.
Sure does. You sure you got this?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. He hands me the tablet.
Good luck.
Has there been another complication?
You could say that. I hold out the tablet.
I see.
You took it better than I did.
There's no use fighting against the inevitable.
Look, nothing's inevitable till I say it is.
And by that you mean?
I'm gonna have to come up with a really good reason why you got away.
You're letting me go?
Yeah, try to keep up. So I'd recommend Rugilla if you're looking for places to crash. It's far from Vator, and apparently they have good food.
Why are you doing this?
What does that matter? I go to switch on the key systems, only to find a surprisingly solid hand holding me back.
The Vatori state offered your government technology in exchange for my return.
Yeah?
And as they would likely choose to accept that offer, I'm assuming you are disobeying orders?
Good guess.
That's dangerous.
You're one to talk.
I am wanted by my government. I cannot ask you to put yourself in the same position.
Well, good thing you don't need to then, huh? Look, this is the only way you're getting out of this without jail time or a death sentence or, I don't know, whatever your people do. Which, by the way, is rich coming from a species calling us barbaric. Plus, this way, you can still save your crewmates. I outfitted the ship with self-propelling escape pods. Find them and shoot them towards Vator. It'll take a while, but they'll make it there.
You really have thought of everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty brilliant, you know.
Compared to other humans I've met, I would say that is accurate.
Wow, don't tell Jason that. He'd be heartbroken if you didn't think he was extraordinary anymore.
Come with me.
What?
The ship will need repairs, and you are one of the most resourceful engineers I have ever met, if not the most qualified.
That almost sounded like a compliment.
It is. If you come.
Holy shit, she's serious. The possibilities pop into my head. Exploring the galaxy, running from the Vatori, bantering with Perdita. I have to stop that train of thought before it becomes too tempting. If I don't, I might just say yes. I shake my head, watching Perdita droop as she recognizes my decisions. I did say I liked you better as an asshole. I guess compliments aren't in my future. But hey, hit me up if you're ever in town. That means come see me.
I understand. And I will.
Oh, I suddenly wish I read more of Jason's culture study. How did Vatori say goodbye? After a moment of indecision, I stick out my hand. Perdita hesitates, then takes it. We shake. Well, you should probably throw me off the ship now to make it look realistic and all.
Yes, that is a wise precaution.
I fixed your ship and this is how you repay me? Stop her! No, stop! Oh, you're too late! See you around. The normal hustle and bustle that always populated even the least important parts of the EPO headquarters had long since faded as the night wore on. I'm pretty sure that the only other people here this late are the janitorial staff and the suckers on night duty. Apparently, no one had ever bothered digitizing Vatori records.
Well, look who's staying late to do her homework.
Ugh, don't you both have better things to be doing? Oh wait, I forgot, you really don't.
Takes one to know one.
This doesn't look like paperwork.
I'm teaching myself Vatori law so I can clear Perdita's name. But don't think it's out of the kindness of my heart or some shit. I fully expect her to repay me with cool alien technology.
Only fair since she ruined your chance to get it from the Vatori state.
Yeah, exactly.
Need any help?
No. Plus, I wouldn't want to keep you from your van.
Hey, if someone's gonna play the lawyer in alien court, it's gonna be me. After all, I am the exceptional human here.
And someone's got to keep you two in check so we can get that alien technology.
So now you're interested in alien technology?
Absolutely not. But you'll find some way to persecute Jason with it, and that's enough motivation for me. Now, where do we start?
The Technomancy Project, Season 1, Episode 3, Close Encounters. This episode was written by Emily Consaga. The role of Allie was played by Erin Nicole Lundquist. The role of Jason was played by Daniel Lear. The role of Elijah was played by Josdon Thong. The role of Agent King was played by Sean King. The role of Samuel Engler was played by Joe Heck. And the role of Perdita was played by Emily Consaga and Samantha Fuller-Hall. The main theme was composed by Arjuna Woods.
And the end titles was composed by Sean King.
If you enjoyed this episode, please follow us on all our social media. Stay safe out there, Waterfalls.